Mellow beat.
Yes, let's do it. Let's do it.
Hi guys, welcome back to the podcast. We had the one and only.
Jay,
Hi, how are you? Welcome to the podcast.
thank you for having me. I'm actually very excited.
I'm excited too. It's always exciting for me to meet like somebody new.
Yeah.
So like conversation with somebody new is like a new perspective and their POV, like what they think and stuff like that. So it's really cool. Period.
Period.
So let's start off with yourself. So where's your mom and dad from? Where do you grew up from? Like where were you at, and where did that take you to where you are now?
So I'm originally from Houston. My mom and my dad are both they were born here in the U.S. My mom is from Galveston. My dad is
Oh.
from Gonzales.
Wait, where's Gonzales? I heard of it.
Gonzales, it's like, okay, so if you're going towards like San Antonio or like I-10 going to San Antonio, San
It's like
Marcos,
San
Austin,
Marcos? Or?
there's like a exit where it's like, oh, Gonzales is a certain amount of
Okay,
miles.
Madison
So
way.
it's kind of like it's like a cutoff and you go like whatever.
That way.
So he's from there, so they were both basically born here, and their parents, if I'm not mistaken, are born from here. My grandparents are from here as well.
From Houston or from Texas?
From Houston.
Oh, okay.
And I grew up in Northwest Houston, Acres Home. I still live there to this day. That's been our childhood home.
You still live at the same house you've been growing
Yes.
up? Oh, that's cool.
It's my mom is actually paying it off.
Still paying it off?
No, she
Paid it
already
off.
paid it off.
Oh, okay.
So she just paid it off this year. So
Oh, period.
it's our childhood home.
Congrats,
Love.
Mom, if you're
You know
watching, Mom.
how expensive
I bet.
the fucking
Houses
stock
now?
market is right now. Yeah, it's fucking expensive. She was able to do it.
Cool.
Love that. So we've lived there for like
So is
20
that
years.
the house more value now than back then?
It is. She's also remodeled it.
Oh, okay. So it's a little bit more now.
It's a little bit more.
Okay, period.
Yeah.
How does it feel living with your mom and dad? Well, your family basically.
My family.
Is that the manic? Like,
I
do they let
love
you like
it. I love
get
it.
get out and don't judge you for it, or they always like, oh, why you out? Why you this? No.
Me and my mom see it as like we're both grown. Do your own thing.
Yeah.
Do what you have to do. Go do what you have to do, and like
As long as you stay out of trouble.
as long as you stay out of trouble, you're not in trouble. Yeah, we're perfectly fine. So
That's
we
good.
love it.
I love that when parents have trust in their kids, especially like, because I guess some people don't like to live with their parents because of how like restricted they'll be, and then some people love it because it's actually like they're cool with their mom and dad. So
Yeah.
why move out?
Yeah, no, we see it very as like equally like you do what you want, I do what I want. We'll do what we have to do. And,
Are your parents still together?
well, not really. So my dad, I did lose my dad.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so that is definitely something so it's just my mom. So it's only me and my mom. It's only ever been me and my mom since 2018.
What age were you when you lost your dad?
I was 18.
18. Okay.
So it was so the summer before going into senior year is when he got sick. Got laid off from his company that he was at for years. And then I started the school year with him still in the hospital. In and out. Senior year is supposed to be the best year that you have as a high schooler. And I started it that way. And then that August to October is when he passed. And so trying to continue senior year and trying to continue the life of after this, I'm an adult.
Trying to cope with it.
Trying to cope with it. The day that it happened, nobody knew.
Yeah.
The next day I went back to school. And I just kind of, as Scorpios do, kind of just brush it under the rug. Yeah, so it's just my mom. So she is a very strong, powerful woman. I will, if my mom ever sees this, I hope she doesn't.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom, if you are watching. But
My mom, I think she sees some of my stuff. I know my vlogs, 100% she sees them. Because every time I go to
my
her
mom
house,
sees all my TikToks.
Yeah?
My sister, my nieces, like, she'll comment on them, and I'm like, can you please get off of my
like,
page?
I delete.
I'm
like,
like,
nobody
please
said
get off.
this.
I'm like, let me delete this real quick, or let me put a filter on it.
No, for real. Like, sometimes I'll be like, because my social media is so public, so it's really
Yeah.
hard to hide it. Know what I mean?
To hide it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's because all of my stuff is public, so it's like if my mom does want to see, anything, she can.
Yeah.
So if she does see this, I hope, I'm showing her in a good light. In a good light,
Yeah.
I love.
And a good lighting. And
in the good lighting, we love. But yeah, so it's only her. So me and her have learned to just be like each other's like rocks
That's
and
not.
like
That's
kind
not.
of keep it. Yeah, there are some times where she like gets on my nerves, but
I mean, that's what everybody.
it's with everybody. So
Yeah.
I mean it's just common.
I feel like as long as you know how to balance that friendship or not
That
friendship, but like
that relationship that you have
relationship,
with your with the parent, I think
it should be all good.
it's good. Yeah.
That's good. I'm happy to hear that y'all are doing good. Next question is, what made you get into bartending? So a lot of people want to know, why do Blur bartenders work at Blur? Like, what out of all Houston,
Okay,
what made
so
you choose Blur?
okay, so I knew this would come up. So I started in the restaurant industry. Well, I started in the service industry. I first worked at Chipotle when I was going to college, San Marcos. I was like 18. No, I was like 19, 20, whatever.
Okay.
And then I got a job at Roadhouse in Austin, and that's where I lied on my application. I was like, yeah, I've served before. I bartended. I know everything. And I was like, quiz me right now. I know it.
Yeah.
Didn't know a fucking thing. And so I got the job. Moved out here to Houston, moved back. There was like a lot of ups and downs. Finally, I got my foot back in the door for serving it as a server. And so with the knowledge, I was like, I see how much bartenders make. And I was like, I really want to make that money. Like I didn't care about it. I love the skill. I think it's
Bartending?
I think it's sexy.
Bartending takes skills.
It takes skill, but I think it's very attractive when I can see somebody who commands their bar and runs their money, basically.
Yeah.
So
They work for their money.
Yeah, the bartender that I was working with, or that worked there, she taught me everything before I started my training.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to do it. But finally, they said, okay, you can be behind the bar. Did my bar training, had my first bar shift, and it was ass. It was so bad.
Yeah.
It was so bad. Like I still
Is
remember
it
to
is
this
it
day.
the flow of it? Or
It's
is
the
it too
flow.
much?
It's the flow of it because it can be a lot because you're serving people at your bar, you're helping make drinks for the restaurant, and then you get like a section for you to take tables. Plus, you're doing all kinds of stuff. So once you start working behind the bar, you kind of figure out what's more important, what is least important, what is something that can hold off a little bit. Like drinks for the restaurant, it's gonna take a minute, so you can take those 5 to 7 minutes before you. So I can, within those 5 to 7 minutes, I can greet a table, greet someone at my bar, make their drinks, and then still go and make those other drinks.
Yeah.
I did all that.
Just by prioritizing yourself.
Prioritizing, yeah. Like what's going to be my first income money, which are my tables and my guests
Yeah.
at my bar. And then if you're a bartender, you understand.
Yeah.
And then I moved back to Houston. I was working for the same company, still bartending, and my job wasn't making enough. I was not making money. And I was like, I need to do something else. So I started applying. I applied in Montrose, Midtown.
As a bartender.
As a bartender. I applied at Ripcord, JR's, South Beach, Eagle. I applied at 77 Degrees in Midtown. I applied at Wonder Bar, I think. Unicorn Disco.
I see you at Wonder Bar.
Electric something.
I'm not sure.
It's in Midtown. If you know, please let me know.
Let us know.
Let us know. But it's like Electric something, and
I heard of it. Electric something. Yeah.
it's like closed now.
It's next to Wonder Bar, no? Or no?
Something like that. And so I applied everywhere, and I wasn't getting anything. So I was like, you know what? I'll figure it out. Whatever.
What made you think that you weren't getting those? Like what?
Well, a lot of them were just no's.
Were you think it would be like experience?
It could have been experience. I didn't have enough underneath my belt.
Oh,
I didn't have enough, resume history for it. So I was like, fuck.
And is the thing about the service industry? I don't know. It'll be mostly if you know somebody in there or you know somebody.
Yeah,
it's recommendation. Connection.
Yeah.
Connection.
So, which brings me to my next thing. When it came to Blur, I had knew Lalo and John that work at Blur before I started working there.
Yeah.
Actually, the staff knew me before I knew them before I started working there.
Yeah.
Because I used to go to Poppy's when they were open. And if you know the bartenders that used to be there a long time ago, they were like, oh yeah, we recognize you. You've seen
Seen you around.
I had followed Lalo on Instagram, and we didn't even make conversation. I just followed him, and we followed each other. And then he posted that they were looking for a bartender, and I swiped up, and I was like, all jokes aside,
Hook me up.
like, bitch, I need a job. Like, let's do it. So he was like, just apply, do it. So I went, I applied. There was another guy that applied with me. I can fact check this. There was, or I might need to fact check this. There was like 20 other people who applied at the exact same time that I did. I guess everybody's looking for a job. Well, Pride is coming up at the time. So Pride was coming up, and I was like, I really want to take a job.
Competition is heavy.
Yeah, competition is really heavy. Like, they know that things are about to escalate for the summertime.
You work Pride?
I did.
Okay, go back to the story. Sorry.
Okay, anyways, so then, So yeah, I applied, and the owner texted me and was like, "Hey, come in for an interview." So I did, went in, and it wasn't an interview like, "Okay, you might get the job." It was like, This is what's required. Is that okay?" So he
Okay.
was like, "You're gonna have to work these days. This is what you have to do. This is your training. This is blah 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 blah." And I was like, "Yes, yes, 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 yes." And at the end, he was just like, "Okay, well, whenever you want to start, like, we can start your training because." By the time I start, I won't get my check for another like
2 weeks.
weeks, depending on when I started. So they probably just got their checks.
Yeah, the cycle basically.
The cycle that you have to go through. So, yeah, so that's how I got the job, and finally they let me have it.
Period. That's crazy. That's good. So shout out to Lalo.
Yeah, shout out to Lalo, girl. You got me a job, but it took a while. It took a couple months. I was applying and doing all this, and I thought about leaving the job I was at.
Where were you when you were applying for?
I was working at Cheddar's. I still work there actually, so I work 2 jobs.
Okay, you still work there now?
Yeah, I still do.
Which Cheddar's? I mean, you don't mind saying? We can bleep it out.
I work at the one in 290.
Okay.
290 in Barker
Eric,
Cypress.
edit this out. Okay.
Yeah, we can edit this out.
Okay, so you work at Cheddar's and Blur.
I work at both. Yes.
Okay, cool. What do you do at Cheddar's?
I'm a server and a bartender, but I'm also a corporate trainer and I'm a key manager.
Period.
So I can do it all, but I prefer to just serve and bartend. That's like my.
Got you.
Like my.
That's a big job. Key is a big job.
Yeah, key can be pretty big. When I first started as a key, it was pretty big because I was where I was. They wanted me to become a manager. I got managing positions, and I was like, I don't want to do that. I was like, I don't want to manage people.
Yeah.
I don't really.
It's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody. It wasn't for me at the time. At the time, I was going through just mental stuff. I wanted to do other things with my life, and I was like, if I take this, I'm either gonna give it my all, or I'm just not gonna give it at all. And I didn't want them to be like, oh, let's give you a position, and then I take it, and then I drop it, because then it just makes me look bad, and I'm not trying to look bad.
Yeah. I hate that. Normally, I mean, the service industry is very, very hard. Like some people that are not in the restaurant industry don't understand.
They don't understand. It's very difficult
and competitive. Very competitive. I feel like
very
everybody wants everybody's job.
Well, yeah, because I mean, a lot of the times it's about what goes on behind the scenes that people don't listen is like, well, what numbers are you bringing in for the business? Mm-hmm. And a lot of that is like, okay, like I can be a good bartender, but am I bringing in money?
Yeah.
Or am I making money? I mean, I could be making money, but they're not making money. If they're not making money, you're going to be out of a job. You're not going to make money.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of like a lot of the times it's like, okay, how do I make money? But how do I also make them money? Yeah. What are my strategies
to bring customers to the
establishment? Yeah. It's not like a restaurant where it's a chain and people are coming, nonstop.
No matter what, yeah.
But when it comes to like, but when it comes to like a bar, club setting, it's like, okay, who is selling the most? Who deserves to be in the hot spots of the bar that is selling the most money?
Yeah.
And they're also the bartenders that are making the most money. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
Do you feel like a little bit that I would say cloud has to do with getting those positions?
Clout?
Like the most followers, not the most followers.
Followers?
But the most...
I won't say. I think it all depends on how you are as a person. How do you connect? I will say I am a very sociable person. Mm-hmm. I love to talk to people, love to meet new people, love to sit down and
have a
kiki. Yeah. But there are some times where I am a little bit more stand back, office to myself. But I think if they can remember you, then you'll remember them. Like, if you can do something that makes their night as a bartender, like something happened with the drink, oh, you know what? I'll just throw on a shot. It's something it's actually something I can write off. Mm-hmm. Not saying don't come ask me to write off shit.
No, for real.
It's just like if something happens in that manner, I'm able to quickly fix it because I want clientele.
Yeah.
And the next time they'll come out and be like, oh, remember you were, and I'm like, oh, I do remember. I also remembered your order because I was like, fuck, I fucked up really badly. And I charged someone's card wrong, and I charged them too much or too.
So you remember that for the next time, you'll be like, okay,
for the next time
I got you. I'm not gonna mess up.
And they'll come out and be like, oh, like remember me, and I'm like, I do. And in fact, this is I got this round, but the next round, just know you'll have to pay. And if I can start their night off right, that's an easy customer that I can expect to come back every time.
That's good. Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that about the restaurant industry, especially like. Bringing clientele to the establishment is very important.
I've been there for almost a year, and I just started noticing numbers in my clientele.
That's good.
It takes a while
because you bring a good energy. Because the first time I think I saw you at Blur, I think you were on the main dance floor bar. and you're dancing.
Main dance right, yeah.
You were dancing, I think either on the bar, not on the bar, but like near the bar, or like I don't know
Well,
where
there
you
have
were.
been times where I've hopped on the bar cooler.
Yeah, yeah, there
and
you go, the cooler. There you
Oh
go.
my god, it was a Sunday.
I think I have the video.
It
I
was
have places
no.
right here.
I have a
That's
video. Oh my god, now I'm like.
no. There's a. I remember that. I remember. Oh, like who's that guy? Like
Yeah,
it was cool. I'm
I
like,
love to party. I like to have a good time.
I
like to have
love
a good
that. I
time.
love seeing you like that because of like, damn, okay, they let them like have fun
Well,
and
as long as
you.
numbers are as long as your
Yeah,
numbers are well and you're not short and you're bringing in money, they
exactly.
do not care about what is going on. Not saying that they don't care. Please, nobody report this. But,
No, for real.
they just we have a lot more lenience
Yeah, there you
than
go.
what people think. Like you know,
That's what I love. Like I love seeing like where bartenders are having fun because there's
we're
some
having
bartenders you go to their establishment, they're all like cara de culeros, like they have like this face of like,
like
don't
a
talk
stick
to
up
me.
their ass and
Like,
like
bro, why are you working here if
yeah.
you're not
Sometimes
happy?
I am like that. Trust me, it gets pretty busy, pretty hectic. You deal with drunk people all the time, so it's.
Oh yeah, that's a good question. How do you deal with drunk people? You know who what Lalo told me? I don't know if you saw the episode.
I did see. He said that he
Is
tries to just
at the
be
same
drunk
level?
with them. He's at the same level. No, literally just saying this out loud. No, I will. I'm one that I'm like I will pick a fight.
Yeah.
I will go back and forth. I will sit there for a good 15 seconds arguing. It's not nice, but it's because
Se pasan. I feel like they.
they hit a certain point where I'm like, okay, like I have just had enough. If it's a one time, I'm okay. Now if you're constantly like knocking over drinks or you're constantly coming up, for instance, real quickly, I had this one guy. He came up. He ordered shots. He ordered two Mexican candies, and then you could tell he was like tweaking on something. You can tell.
Yeah.
If you think we don't know, we know.
Yeah, I mean, you're sober and they're not.
Yeah,
Basically.
yeah. So I'm tweaking on something, whatever. And I was like, hey, like two Mexican candies, repeating it, and he could not form any kind of sentence. So I was like, okay, cool. And I was like, two Mexican candies. He was like, yes. So I started making them, and then I asked, and then I think I had set them down, and I was like, okay, like two Mexican candies. He was like, no, it's something else. And then he was trying to get his friend. I called his friend. I grabbed a lime. So if I don't get your attention, I'll grab a lime and I'll like chunk it at you.
I'm dead.
Just to get like your attention,
Like,
like
hello.
hey, like babe, don't forget, like you got shit to pay for. So I threw a lime and I was like, hey, like your friend's trying to order, and he just like put his hand up and said something, and he walked off. And at that point, I was like, okay, like clearly I'm not getting my money. I'm not doing like somebody needs to either pay for something or whatnot. And then he was like, no, it's supposed to be two white teas, and I'm like, no, like I asked you, you said two Mexican candy.
And I repeated.
And I repeated. It's just shit like that, you know.
Yeah.
There's underage drinking, obviously blurs 18 and up. I've caught people with no wristband, and I'm like, you have to have a wristband. I'm not trying to be a dick about it, but it's like,
I can lose my job.
if it's on camera and it's at my bar, I will lose my job.
Yeah.
Now, whatever you do after you leave my bar, I really don't care.
Yeah.
Because we're not responsible for that. But it's like, if you're at my bar, and she was like, well, I'm not going to drink again. I was like, no, you need to go get a wristband because you're standing in front of me with your friends. Like, if I catch you drinking, I know you're underage.
Yeah.
And I'm the type where I'm like, we'll both walk up front.
Yeah.
I will walk you up front and be like, where's her wristband? It has happened before that they forgot to give them wristbands. It has happened to me once. So I understand. I'm a little more accepting of that. But yeah, I will pick a fight. I will. And if I don't like it, I'll kick you out. I really
But
will.
I feel like you do it to a good reason. No,
For a good reason. It's never to be the
I don't like that person.
I don't like that person or
It's
whatever.
very-
like, trust me, there's a lot of people that I've seen that I don't like.
Uh-huh.
Or just, I'm not gonna say a lot, but just people like I dislike, people I did talk to, people I don't talk to no more.
You just try to keep it
I'm never gonna
professional.
ruin your fun. You can order from me. I'll never ruin your fun. But the moment you start acting a fool and it starts becoming a problem and like you're interfering my work area, then
it's
I'm gonna try to figure it out. And then if you start the attitude back and forth, then I just get you out. I don't have time for. I'm here to make money.
Period.
Have a good time.
And have a good time.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Let me open this lovely high noon.
Yeah, they're high noon.
This is my first time trying this. It's a Barco Salsa Peach. So let's try.
Yeah, it's probably hot now.
It's cold though.
Oh, it's still cold?
Mine is cold.
Oh, mine's still cold.
Okay.
Cheers.
Period. ASMR.
We're gonna whisper the whole time.
It's actually really good. I really don't like bubbly drinks.
Well,
but-
they're not bubbly. White Claws, so I'm a White Claw person. White Claws are super, 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 super bubbly, if you know. Like, I am burping the whole night. I'm so for real.
I hate it.
But these, they're just not as bubbly.
No, there it's a good mix.
It's
I
cute.
like
And
it.
it's vodka, so hashtag sponsored, not sponsored. Like
Yeah,
for
for yeah.
real.
Never mind, Eric, delete. Just kidding. No,
We're gonna like blur it.
blur it down. I just kidding. No, it's good. It's good. It's good. Maybe we'll get a sponsor. Imagine.
Please, I need a sponsorship at this point.
For real. So what do you see yourself from bartending? Do you see yourself doing it for a little bit longer, or do you want
I will
like?
do it as long as it takes. I love the nightlife. As I
Mm-hmm.
said it before, I love the nightlife. I love to go out, have a good time, party, drink, take shots, pictures. It's so funny the next day being like, oh my God, what happened? Like, oh, this is what happened. It's a little embarrassing, but it's fun.
Okay.
It's a fun thing. But
As long as it stays fun.
as long as it stays fun and stuff, I tend to control how it is because it can be a little overwhelming on the like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, all day Thursday, I'm kind of to myself doing what I have to do, getting my important stuff done. As long as I don't feel like it interferes what I'm doing academically or in my personal life
Balance it.
to grow my career, then it's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't mind if I do see myself bartending in the next 5 years. But I would love.
How old are you now?
I'm 24.
Okay, okay.
I'm 24, so in the next 5 years I'll be 29. But in 5 years I'll be finished with school. So I'm hoping that by that time I will be saying, goodbye to the bartending experience and hopefully getting an actual job. But even if I got
And
an
being on
actual
the
job,
other side of the bar.
and going back to being on the other side, no, literally. But once I finish school and stuff, and I can get an actual job,
Focus on that.
Focus on that, and then if I do want to be like, hey, like I do have weekends available, I don't mind,
Extra money, shit.
extra money, in this day and age, which everybody
needs some
everybody needs extra money.
for real. Like who doesn't want extra money?
I know, so I wouldn't mind still doing it. I don't think there's a flaw of it. I think if people who are older that are doing it, they probably are on retirement. They are probably just well off that they do it just for fun because they used to do it back in the day.
I know some people that work at some other like fine dining restaurants where they're a little bit older, but they take care of their
They
bar.
just yeah
and they have money. Like, why are you working here? Like,
yeah, it's
you
just
have a
like
BMW.
well,
you
like
have, all this
I feel like they just get bored.
Mm-hmm,
Like you're sitting at home, like after I retire, I think I would still want to like. Hopefully, I'm at a point where I have money that I can invest and like make some kind of business. Like I would love to still be able to work after I retire.
Yeah.
I don't until like I'm completely dead. Then I'll stop. Then I'll stop working.
Yeah. That's good. I mean, what are your goals then for this year? Any goals?
For this year,
What's on your vision board this year?
my vision board. So I wanted to create one. I never did.
Okay, okay.
But
I did one for Valentine's. It was fun.
Cute.
That
I
vlog
think
is
I think
coming
I
up.
think that would have been a good point to do one. But I didn't do one. But on my vision board, a lot of this year going into 2025 was to focus on me. There's a lot of things that the people who know me personally that I speak to on a daily. I talk about things mentally that I go through, physically, emotionally, and I think this is kind of. And I said this for 2024. I was like, that's gonna be the year to like fix it
Yeah.
and like figure out. And I never did, and I feel like it just got worse. Yeah.
Me.
So this year, I cut out some bad habits that I have. I'm not gonna say what habits, but just know like there are things that like
You rather not do.
that I would just rather not do. I feel like I'm focusing a lot of my attention into the wrong things, into the wrong. I feel like what you put into the world is what you're gonna get, and if you're putting in all this like unwanted, really bad, just not a necessary energy, you're gonna get a lot of it back to you.
Yeah.
I'm
Like if you're half-assing.
I'm very big on that. Like ask around, like energy wise, like
yeah.
I'm very like I feel like the universe knows everything. Like
Yeah.
it sounds crazy, but I have told my friends I'm like
I'm a big believer in karma.
Karma is a huge one.
I'm a big believer in karma.
Huge one.
Like if you give goodness out in the world, then that
It'll
will
come back to
out.
you.
Yeah.
And like and I see the same thing when people are not nice. Like I'm never not nice. And if there is a point that I'm not nice, I always go back and I apologize. Like, hey, if I crossed the line, as an adult.
But you had a reason though.
I have
there's
a
some people
reason to.
There's people that don't like be mad mean or mad like rude for no reason.
For no reason.
They have no reason for it. Like just because you're having a bad day doesn't mean we all have to have.
I also have to bet it. Yeah. So, and I will acknowledge when I am in the wrong. Like at first, I might not want to, give me some time to settle down.
Wait,
but
what was your your sign?
I'm a Scorpio.
Okay, okay.
I'm a double Scorpio.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh.
I can't remember which one. It's a double Scorpio and I think a no, I'm not a double Scorpio. I'm a the double Scorpio is in something else, but I'm a Scorpio, a Cap, and a Sag. I think.
Okay. That's a good mix.
To
think
you,
so.
you
I
don't
think
deal.
so.
You don't walk it every day though.
I have a lot of friends like that. That's why there are like Capricorns and
Yeah,
Scorpios,
and
and I'm really good with all of them. It's probably I don't know about the
yeah,
mix.
I'm a super get along person, but I am, I do hold a certain boundary for people.
Is there a sign that you wouldn't date?
See, I'm not big in signs like that, so I
Oh,
don't
okay,
know.
okay, okay, okay.
So like, if you told me right now you were okay, if you told me you were a Scorpio, I would think twice, three times, four times because I know how I
You
am.
know how you are.
And I can just imagine what you're rising and falling or what
Is
you're because
I'm
I
an
know how I
Aquarius. I'm
am.
an Aquarius.
Oh, we love. Oh, one of my best friends is an Aquarius.
Ah, there you
It
go.
was just his birthday. Happy birthday, Ian! If you're watching this,
Wait, when is his birthday?
it already passed.
Oh, okay. Happy
Yeah,
birthday.
happy birthday. Love you. But yeah, I get along with my water signs. An Aquarius and Cancer. Those are both.
You know
my
what I
best
get along
friends.
with the most? I feel like I get along with Gemini's most. Gemini's.
See, I've never met any Gemini boys. I met a Gemini girl, and me
Even
and her were
Gemini
like,
girls too. Bubheads.
yeah, I think she's a,
Oh.
yeah, I think she's a Gemini. We would
For me,
we
it's
would
like
bump
Gemini
heads.
girls and guys. Like I really like vibe with them. They're super like relatable. Especially
Relatable.
especially Aquarius too. Like I get along with a lot of Aquarius. The ones I don't get along with a lot is Leos. Leo, something with Leos, like they
There
ick
is.
me.
I mean, no. See. I don't know much information or much background on horoscopes to say these kinds of things. I just know them based off of what my inner circle is. Like people that
Gotcha.
I've like really got to know on
Accounted
like on a deeper level that are Pisces, Scorpios, Aquarius, Leos, Geminis. Like I'll take what I know from that and try to apply it to you, but I know everybody's different.
Gotcha, gotcha.
So, yeah, I'm not big on on like horoscopes, but if someone's interested, then okay. But
Hit me up. Question. How many tattoos you have?
I have one.
Just
I have
one?
this one right
What was
here.
the reason for that one?
So this is for my dad. My
Okay.
dad was obsessed with dragonflies. My dad's part Native American, so he was very like earthy and like dream catchers, dragonflies.
The wildlife.
Yeah, very much that. Dirt, grass, like it's
Love that,
insane.
love that.
But I went on a corporate trip with Chatters, and
Okay.
every time they go on a corporate trip, they like to get tattoos.
Oh.
Like, oh, like I got this one here, this one here, this one here. So I was like, I was peer pressured into getting it. So I was like, if I'm gonna do it, and I stayed up multiple nights, like thinking, what was I gonna get? I had never been like under the needle, so I didn't know like how I was gonna feel. So I started looking on Pinterest, and I was like, I know what I want, but I just don't see it.
Did it hurt?
No, it hurt when he got over here because I'm skinny, I'm
Yeah.
bony. So over here it hurt, but over here it didn't. But
Gotcha.
whenever we,
These I didn't even feel, and they're little as one. This is the Aquarius and
Oh.
the equal sign.
I was like, what are you pointing at?
No, bro, that's how little they are. Like literally little.
Yeah, because that's like your bone right there. But so I was looking at stuff and I was like, okay, if I'm gonna get something that wants to be, and it has to be meaningful.
Yeah.
Has to be. So I was like, okay, cool. He likes dragonflies, and I couldn't find anything with the dragonfly. Anything that I saw was just not what I wanted.
Not the vibe.
Not in the arrangement. And then I was like, okay, let me look at butterflies. I looked at butterflies and I saw this like arrangement and I was like, oh, I love that, but I want a
But I want
dragonfly.
Yeah.
So I put two pictures together and I went to the because that was the last one to get mine because
Okay.
I really wanted to make sure it was something. So while everybody's getting theirs, I told the tattoo
Was it like
artist,
at home personal, or was it like
no,
in a studio?
it was out of town. So I was in Kentucky when I got this.
No, but did they come to like the hotel?
Oh no, it was a studio.
Okay.
It was a studio. So we went. It was on our lunch break.
Oh, more.
Yeah.
How long was the lunch?
Uh,
Damn.
we got back like 6 p.m. Like all of us wrapped up in like fucking bandages. Like, oh yeah, we got tattoos.
Imagine going back to you to the.
Yeah, I was like,
the manager's
I
"What
left.
happened?"
I left with no tattoo and came back after lunch with a tattoo.
I'm dead.
Yeah. So
Wait,
yeah.
so you were sober doing this?
I was sober.
Oh, okay,
We were
okay.
sober. Yeah, we were sober. I mean, obviously, corporate training, we can't
Yeah,
really drink
drink.
and stuff. But yeah, we were sober. So I went in and I gave him two pictures side by side. I was like, "This is what I want. Can you do it?" He was like, "Yeah." So he drew the dragonflies. He drew them all in a straight line, like with open wings. And I was like, "Okay, cute." I was like, "Can you make some open, close?" So he was like, "Okay." So he does that. I come back and he's like,
You're
"Okay."
like,
And then they were all in a straight line.
Hombre.
with like and I was like, this motherfucker. I swear to God. So I was like, give me the pin. So he gave me the pin and he let me angle each
Each
individual. He let me angle.
Oh, so that's
And
cute.
so
Like,
as soon
you
as
got to
as soon as
collaborate
I
on
saw it,
it.
I was like, print it right now. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I was like, I want this one open, this one closed, this one turned this way. And he was like, okay. He printed it and he was like, is this size okay? And I thought it was too big.
Yeah.
But then I was like, no, I really like it. And so after it was done, I felt really accomplished. So that's why
so
I haven't gotten a
cool.
tattoo since then, because I want every tattoo to be something
How
that
long
I
was this ago?
create. There's like a year. Oh, actually, we're in what, March?
1 year.
I think it might be 1 year. I think it might. I'll have to fact check that.
You going to rodeo this year?
I might be going next week.
For what? A
Yeah.
concert or no?
No, fuck the concert. I don't like the lineup.
Just for vibe?
I would have saw Reba, but no, I didn't see her.
Okay. I want to go to the Grupo Frontera one. Oh, I love them.
I'm not seeing anybody. I just want to go for the carnival. I love.
No, I love the food and the
rides.
carnival. Last year I went and I vlogged it. I went with my nieces and nephew, my sister. It was so fun. It was fun.
No, I have fun every time I go.
Mm-hmm.
But I love roller coasters, love rides.
Even though they're not
Six
that
Flags.
big.
They're not that big. They're pretty like
Just like
pretty average for a carnival.
I
But I
thought-
mean, like, if it's not like a Six Flags where you're expecting to be
it's not
tossed
Universal Studios.
Oh, yeah, Universal Studios. Yeah. You're thinking too big out of the
Too
box.
big. Like those $1 million.
Babe, this is Houston.
No, for real.
But I do plan on going next week. I don't know when. I know my nieces and nephews are off next week, so we might be taking
When does
them.
spring break start here? What's today?
Well, mine starts next. Oh, I'm on
Today.
spring break. Yeah,
You're on spring break?
yeah. I had my midterm exam today. They really fucked me with that.
You said it was good. It was easy, no?
Well, it was kind of. I wasn't sure if it was easier or I just failed.
You get it wrong.
Or I was just like academically prepared.
Okay.
Because
You feel confident in
This time around with school, like I actually study. Like I actually go to the library.
it. What are you going to school for? Maybe you don't mind me asking.
So I'm getting my Associates of Arts right now.
Oh.
And then after that, I plan on getting my bachelor's in fine arts.
Okay.
I'm an acting major, basically.
Period.
Yeah, so I love everything about the arts. Oh, I could talk about it for hours.
No, art is so incredible. Like, if you can, I feel like creative people, like, it's so cool when I meet creative people because it's like everybody has their own way of creating or what they want to do. Like, some are painting, some are like music, some are what I do. Like, it's just everybody's. If you're creative, it attracts me more. Like, that's just cool.
Yeah, it's nice to see people who are into the arts, and I think arts is a way, in a way, to
Express yourself.
Express yourself, but it's also a different element of yourself. Like the artistry me is probably not the same in class me. Like in class, I'm very quiet. Like I really don't want to speak up.
Yeah.
I get very nervous when I speak. Oh, I think I just hit the mic.
We got boom.
Boom. Didn't hear
Everybody
anything I
like
said.
take it out the earphone. My bad, guys. If you have the earphones on,
Sorry, guys. But yeah, like in class me, I don't want to talk.
Yeah.
But you put me in a creative setting where it means like
I feel like you will do good if it's something you created and you know what you're talking about.
and I know what I'm talking about.
Then you're
Even
like,
if
boom,
it's
boom,
not
bop.
what I'm talking about and I'm just collaborating on it, I'm a very collaborative person
Okay,
when it comes to arts and like images and musicality, acting, singing, dancing, directing, choreography.
Have you ever been into like Broadway or like a theater arts?
That's what I've done my whole life.
Period. I love that.
I've been doing theater since I was in 6th grade.
So you're one of those
Like
kids
12.
in like elementary, middle school, and all those that.
Well, in elementary, I wanted to be an anthropologist.
Okay.
I was very into science. I was heavily into science. I love science.
In elementary.
In elementary.
Okay.
And then once I got into middle school and I found out that there's like so much more, I was like, I love the arts. I love acting.
I love that like there's so much more. The more grades you go, there's like
The more grades you
options
go, there's
can
more
do.
options. And so in 6th grade, I started theater, did it all the way throughout high school, graduated with honors in both dance and theater.
Okay, Nikki graduated with honors.
Yeah, I did, and I graduated with some college credit also. So I try to work very hard. I try. I'm not the hardest person that's working, but I will work.
Yeah, I mean you'll put your
I'll
what
do
you can.
I'll do my tens, but yeah, I've done it my whole life, and then I did it outside of high school as well, professionally for a little bit. There's a lot.
You do dancing, right?
Well, I went back to dancing.
How's that? Is it hard for like to get into dancing?
When I first started, yes, I was not a dancer. I was not a dancer. I was always an actor. I didn't even consider myself a singer or like a vocalist. I didn't consider myself as a dancer. And then after doing musical after musical, I was like, I really want to sharpen up. I was so infatuated with other dancers. I was like, it's so beautiful.
So do you feel like your life dream will be something in the entertainment industry?
Yes, and then if how you mentioned like in the next 5 years, I would love to graduate and move to New York, LA, get a contract deal with I don't know, modeling, acting, or some kind of agency. Like there's a lot of things that are under my belt that I really 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 want to
I see
do,
that.
and I've accomplished a lot of them. I've checked off a lot of things on my list, but they're not to an extent where I want it to be. Like I've directed, I've assistant directed, I've choreographed, I've been in shows, I've like called shows like as a stage manager.
Yeah.
I've done all kinds of stuff. I've been my first ever professional show. I was a tree, like
Me too. I was a tree.
twins.
I was a Christmas tree.
Oh, I was just a tree, like a
Oh,
regular
I was a
tree.
Christmas tree for our play in what was it? Elementary school.
Oh, see, okay, okay. Elementary is very different. This was like I was doing shows outside of school,
Oh,
so
okay,
I
okay,
was
okay,
on
okay.
like not a contract, but it was
Like
like
a broader audience.
it was an audience. Like you go, you audition,
Ah, okay, okay, okay.
and so I was like on the ensemble, which is like the extras, but I was one of the trees. That was my first show that I ever
Wait,
did.
what was your line, or what was it like? How long
I
was
had
it?
no lines.
You were just there.
I was just there.
A little
I
extra,
danced.
an
I
extra.
danced, and I did some of the chorus like singing, and then I had one dance section,
By yourself, like a solo?
like a solo. So I did a couple turns, did some tricks, and that was it.
That's
And
cool.
ever since then, I was like, oh, I just love this. So
I love
that's
that.
all. That's all I know. That's all I've ever done, and I think that's all I ever will do.
That's good. Like that's cool. I love that.
Yeah, I love music. I love acting, singing. I love the. I think I'm more infatuated with the behind the scenes than what I am of the final picture.
No, for real. Sometimes, well, most of my life until I felt confident in front of the camera was behind the scenes. Like I would make music videos with my cousins, but I was always like recording it, editing it. Like growing
Love.
up, like we were all just I would have them in front of the camera, barely me in front of the camera. I think it was just until recently, 2020, is when I started feeling a little bit confident to be in
You're like,
front of,
let me be on that
on
side
the
of
other side. Yeah,
camera.
yeah, that's when I felt confident, like in being in front of the camera. So I was like, fuck, okay, let me try it, see how it goes. It went pretty good. It got a few followers that really like fucked with it.
Yeah.
So I just kept doing it and doing it, and just it is what it is now. So
I know, and
I'm really happy I took that step and trying to do something in front of it.
and arts is not easy. Anything arts related, a lot of people who shit on it or who talk mess about it are the people that will never
Don't understand it.
They don't understand it, but those are also the people that would never take the effort to try. And so I think as long as people take the effort to try different things, try the arts, try I don't know, it's just anything. Reading a book, if people find you working out all of a sudden, like the people who talk shit are the people who are not wanting to do it.
Question: if HBO hits you up right now to be on Euphoria, would you go?
Okay, funny story.
You never seen Euphoria?
No, I auditioned for season 2.
For real? Stop! Did you?
Yes,
Stop!
yes.
That's so cool.
So at least I think it's real. So I saw the first like couple episodes of season 1.
okay.
So I know the characters. I know what goes on. I know what goes down. There was a Instagram ad, and it was for season 2. And I applied. I did it, and they sent me sides. So if you don't know what sides are, they send you a copy of the script. Scribble. It's fucking writing all over it.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're supposed to send back in
Your part.
your part. If I'm not mistaken, because I have like really bad memory. I remember. I think I sent it in. I
Yeah.
think I sent it in, and I auditioned, or I think that you had to send like in like a personal video, and then somehow I got sent sides, and I remember sending it. I've also auditioned for like other reality shows. Big Brother, I think I auditioned for.
Big Brother. I love. Big
I would
Brother.
I would kill to be on Big Brother.
The thing about Big Brother, I love the show. I really do. But the privacy part is the thing that
it scares me
that's the part that scares me.
because there are so many things that I do in my private time, like.
Like, what if I pick a booger? Or what if, like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Like
There's cameras
I
24/7.
talk to myself. I think I'm hoping everybody does this, but there are times where like I'll talk to myself about
I don't
like,
talk to
scenarios.
myself.
you
The only
know?
time I talk to myself if I'm looking at the camera.
No, I'll talk to myself and like I'm very one with myself. So if something happens, like I'm in my head like Jay, like
Get it together.
Get it together. Let's start. Like I really do.
Yeah.
So, I would hate for me to be mumbling and I'm actually singing a song and I think I'm like talking to myself. I don't know.
Talking
It's
shit.
just the privacy. And then whenever you go onto the live stream, it's like live 24/7.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm so scared. Like I don't want to be canceled for something I say out of an accident.
I don't think I'll be canceled for something I say. I think I'll be, because I'm very careful. I'm very like respectful of everybody's like thing.
I want to start some shit. Really,
I don't know. Like I don't know if I will win because
These-
I'm not drama. I'm not into the drama thing.
But that's my issue with Big Brother now.
Mm-hmm.
Is like the newer Big Brother is not what the old Big Brother is.
There's no drama.
There's no drama.
I haven't seen it
Everybody
now.
wants to
I
like
think
tiptoe.
I literally stopped watching. I love Big Brother, like the ones before, but I stopped watching after the Frankie Grande one.
Oh, okay. I see.
yeah.
I think that was one that I saw.
That was season 14? 16?
14. I think it was 14.
Yeah, 16
And
or
then
14.
I saw the one with the year that Casey won. It was with Tyler, Casey, Cody C,
Yeah,
Bailey.
Cody.
Yeah, Cody or
The
whatever.
soccer player? No, wait.
He's a black guy.
Oh, never mind.
Anyways,
There's a Cody
oh, but
soccer
there is a Cody. There is a Cody.
the
Yeah.
white soccer player, right?
Is he cute?
Yes, he's
Okay,
very cute.
okay.
He's very
I
cute.
think you're talking about the same.
He like has like a good ass body.
Yes.
Athlete kind of body.
So that was the last one that I saw, and I really liked it. But then after that, I think it's just like one of those seasons where like I get hooked on it. Like RuPaul's, like the only season I've ever seen was season 15.
I never seen the seasons. I just see the episode of my favorite celebrity on there, like
Oh.
the Ariana one or the Nicki Minaj one.
Or the Lady Gaga
Lady Gaga one.
Ooh.
Yeah, I see those episodes.
Yeah, but with that also, I only saw one season. It's because I saw a preview and I was like, oh, that actually looks like I love the characters. Not characters. I would hate to say that, but I love the drag queens.
Yeah.
It's art. I don't want
Yeah.
to say that they're just characters. Those are people that
Their creativity.
their creativity. So I saw those queens and I was like, I want to watch this. And sure enough, I watched that season. I loved it. After that, didn't watch the next one. I just didn't care. If it catches my eye in the trailer, I'm like, I'm into this.
Let me see. Let me check it out.
Let me see. And I'm like, yeah. So I love, but I did audition for Euphoria.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's crazy.
That's cool.
I've done that. I did a TV show pilot. Never got picked up. Didn't even pass the editing.
Oh.
All we did was shoot it for 3 days.
What company was it for?
So it wasn't for a company. It was for a guy from Oklahoma or Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
He met with some people down here in Houston that I had previously shot a commercial with. And it was a bike commercial for Father's Day. It's somewhere out there. It's on my Facebook somewhere. There's a link. I have a TV dad. It's so cool. So I did that, but he got in touch with someone down here, sent the script. The camera video people read it. They're like, oh, okay, we can do something. So we picked out all these different lots. We were working in like 105-degree weather. I remember we were in the woods, like
Damn.
recording something. That's just where we had to record. So we were recording. There was one time we were recording in like a really small. I think it's smaller than like this area. It was very small. There's like 5 of us in there. There's like cameras, like something like this, and we're trying to shoot a scene. Yeah, we shot it and it just never passed.
And I got picked up?
I didn't think it was that good, but I did it for an opportunity.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
if it did
So
get
why
picked
not?
up,
Yeah, like, why not?
why not? Like I think you're gonna get a lot of
Experience.
experience, but also like I'm gonna get a lot of no's before I get yeses.
Oh,
so if I
definitely.
get and on this one I actually didn't audition for it. They called me and they
Mm-hmm.
were like, hey, like you worked with us before.
You
We
know
have
how?
a script.
Yeah.
Let's get you on. So I was a small role, and then I met the writer, and he switched my role that day to the main role. So while everybody's filming, I'm sitting there like,
You're role switching already.
like I'm role switching, like I'm going through lines, and sure enough, I was like, okay, I'm ready to go. Put the script down, and I was like, let's do it. And so kind of have to be. It's not the first time I've ever had to do
I
stuff.
feel like growing up, especially when I wanted to start the podcast and invite people to be on the podcast, it was very hard for me at the beginning because I hate rejection and I hate getting no's. But I had to like figure out a way where if they said no, it's okay. There's somebody else that does want to do it, or somebody else that wants to do it. So I have
Who
sent
wouldn't
out.
want to be on a fucking podcast?
There's some people that don't, and they say respectfully, like knowing that's not the area that I want to do.
That's not the area. Yeah. Well, it can be very vulnerable.
It is.
You talk about things that you probably don't talk about in front of other people, which is fine. I don't have any.
Yeah.
We're all human. We all go through things.
That's why I tell most of the people that are like, it's more of like an open book, and your experiences also help people be more related. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, or be heard, because some people don't have this platform
Yeah.
and want to be like recognized and known. Like, oh, I'm going same thing as Jay's going. I'm going through the same thing as Rainboy's going. So sometimes I feel like that's the way I explain it to people. Like, our stories, our life is like we're relating and we're helping other people like feel known of what they're going through.
As we
But yeah, I
should.
have gotten probably like 2 no's. But it was
Really?
yeah, it was like either scheduling conflicts or it'll be like something they weren't interested in doing. Oh, okay, cool.
I get that. But I don't see anything wrong with it. I think the little bit more you know about somebody, the lot you can understand.
Yeah.
So, if you did a little bit more you know about us or what our backgrounds are, you'll understand a lot more with just a little bit that we say, which I think is very understandable because a lot of people nowadays are just not understanding about certain situations and about certain things that's going on, in the world. But I think if you just, I don't know, listen for once, then like
And it's gonna work.
it's gonna work.
It's gonna work. All right, guys. So we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be back to answer all the spicy questions, guys.
Oh my god, I'm so scared. That's the part I'm so scared about.
We'll be back to answer some of the spicy questions y'all send in. So we'll be right back.
Okay.
Hi guys, welcome back. We took a little break, a little sippy sip. Dude, you know what we forgot to do during our break?
What?
We forgot to take another shot.
Oh my god! So she would
Just
just
take one on camera.
Oh, period. I love how we were on the same.
No, on the same page.
That should be the opener.
No,
Period.
for real.
Oh, she's cold.
Ooh.
Oh, she's real cold, y'all. Okay, let's see. Oh my god.
There you go. Ooh.
Do you want to do? I did the last ones.
Do the honors.
You do the honest pipes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Ready?
Oh, guys, by the way, we're team. Oh, they don't know. The vlog knows. But we're drinking Espelon.
Reposado. My fave. So if you want to take a shot with me,
You already
that's
know.
what I like to drink. So cheers.
Ooh, cheers. Para arriba, para abajo, para adentro, para
Okay.
adentro. Tequila always gets me.
That actually did not go down as bad as I thought it would.
And we have limes too. I forgot to cut some limes.
Oh, great. Raw dog it. Raw. Next question. Have you seen that on TikTok? Oh my god. My fucking.
Wait, are they on? No more shots. Just kidding.
I'll send you a new mic.
Is it on though? Let me see.
Yeah.
Okay, it's on.
It's on. She just fell off.
My bad, guys.
Freaking bitch.
Another one for the what's it called? The people with the earphones.
The people with their arms, it's like boom, boom.
First it was this one. Blah. Okay, guys, we took our little shot. First question to get warmed
Okay,
up.
let's do it.
Who's in your DMs?
Who's in my DMs?
Like, who's not in my DMs?
No.
What would you say? Okay, who's in your DM? Me looking at. Let me take a look.
I want to say there's.
Are there like main ones? Like, there's at least 5 guys.
I will say I don't have. I will show you my DMs right now. I don't have anybody in my DMs.
No, just chilling vibes.
I think really, if we're talking about guys and stuff, I don't get DMs. I do not. And however, I think it's because I carry my Instagram and my personal life a certain way, where having someone swipe up and say something wouldn't be like something that I like.
Gotcha.
Sense. And now a lot of people will like the story, and I love to see like the likes. It's always like my friends, anything that I post.
Yeah.
But
Like,
as far
hype you
as
up.
swiping up, like if I post something about being at the gym and somebody swipes up, nobody swipes up. Just because it's not. I don't post it to.
You're not seeking it, basically.
I'm not seeking the attention. I
Gotcha,
just
gotcha.
if I post a pic, it's because I just felt good at the gym.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not expecting anybody to swipe up on it. So nobody's in my DMs. I'm sorry. If anything, I'm probably in their DMs.
Me. No, I have a few guys on my DMs. I don't answer to all of them though. Sometimes I feel bad because I go like days or weeks because I get so busy,
don't.
like especially like with work and all this. Like
Yeah.
it's just sometimes it's very
Also,
hard.
does y'all's Instagram? I don't get notifications about DMs. I really don't.
Mine don't, but they're requested. But I only get DMs if I'm following them. If I'm not following you, I won't get your DM unless I have to go to like
Well,
my
see, when you
request.
texted me and you're like, oh, like I didn't have time to go pick up drinks and stuff, I didn't get that until after I was in my car and I had bought stuff and I opened my phone and I went to Instagram.
No, me neither.
And I was
When you
like,
said you were here, I was like, wait, no. There's one that you sent me. Oh, that one that you replied to me. I didn't get that DM.
yeah, so
That's
Instagram.
weird. What's going on?
Step the fuck up, bitch.
All right. Next one says, what would you rate yourself?
Ooh.
I said this on the last podcast, guys. If y'all watched the last podcast, I'll say 8.
Ooh, I don't.
I ate because I ate.
Ooh, that's a tough question. I'm not a 10. I'm not a 10. Please, everybody understand that. I would say the person I am now, I would say a 6,
A 6?
7. Just because I think there's a lot personally that I would love to change and grow and be very like strategic and smart about.
Mm-hmm.
If I can get that fixed, then personally I would feel like a 10. If I had those kinks
Do
figured
you
out.
feel like every year you have a little glow up? Like you like the way you look every year? I feel like the same. Like
sometimes
I look at my videos and pictures like every year pass by. It's like, damn, I look like
No,
that.
I'm
or
the opposite.
I wear that, or
I looked at pictures from the past and I was like, wow, I was very
weird.
no, I was cute.
Me.
I was like, bitch, I was cute.
Me for real.
But I think growing up, I don't look at just like when I talk about glow up, I don't just talk about what I looked like.
Mm-hmm.
I think like every picture that I see, I remember the time that I was in.
Well,
So like,
okay.
if I see a picture and I'm like, damn, I remember at that time I was feeling this kind of way, and I don't feel that way no more. That's an extra point on my score, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of things I want to fix, and I'm still trying to fix them. So if I could get all of them fixed, I'd be like a 100 out of 10.
A 10.
I'd be a 10. Go 10 out of 10.
Do you like short boys?
Okay, the fact that I'm 6.
You're pretty tall.
6'1", yeah. I'm looking at my legs on the frame right now. I don't even know where the fuck to put them because I'm so tall.
I feel like the one thing that people have noticed about me is I'm like 5'6".
Yeah, you're pretty on
But my back is literally taller than my legs. So literally, I'm looking at you straight on.
Like your torso?
Yeah.
Well, we probably have the same torso. You
Yeah.
Small. I'm all legs.
My legs are shorter than
I'm
my
all legs.
Yeah.
If you are people with all legs, you know how hard it is to find jeans and pants. Swear to God. But yes, a lot of the guys that I have talked to or hooked up with, this is
Messed
gay
around
culture,
with, yeah.
messed around with, have been shorter than me. I always look for taller, but it's always been somebody that's shorter than me.
I feel like I was into the shorter guys back then. Like my family and my cousins, they would tell you like, oh, Eric likes shorter and younger guys back then. But now I feel like I'm more open minded to the older guys. So people are my age or older or like taller than me. I'd never like taller guys.
See,
but I like taller guys.
I do like older guys also.
Yeah.
Not super old.
What is your max cap?
My max is like 32.
32? Okay.
Just because I'm 24, if I'm 24, you have to be 21 or older. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Definitely 21.
I like to, definitely. But there are people
Where are we going?
You'd be surprised. 21 and over, because if my friends have something that they want to do, I expect you to be able to come with me.
Like
and
a bar, a restaurant, club. Yeah.
And in this, like the beginning of the podcast, I like to go out. I like to have a good time.
Oh, me too.
I would love for you to do that.
And join us.
So as long as you're
21 up,
then yes.
DM us.
Yeah, 20. Because I mean, 21 and 24, it's not a long gap. Mm-hmm. But from that point on, I'm entering a point in my life where like I'm getting my shit together.
What are your thoughts of somebody dating somebody that's 10 years older than, or younger
so
than
I
them?
don't.
What are your thoughts?
I'm about to put my family on blast. Really, this is open. It's a podcast.
Period.
My mom and my dad were actually 9 years apart.
That's a lot of, and the older generation I've noticed that most of them are 10 years apart.
It's usually
my tias and tios are literally 10 years apart.
Usually 10 years apart, and the time that they meet and stuff. But that's if I was like 22, living in a different time period, and I met somebody who was 32. We're also talking about the olden days.
Yeah.
We're not talking about nowadays. Nowadays, I feel like a lot of people, shit on the different age gap. But please don't be like 30, 40 doing 19.
Oh yeah,
20,
yeah, yeah, definitely. Not.
Yeah, then we have a
You have a problem.
Houston. We have a big
No,
problem.
Houston, we got a problem.
Okay,
And it's not the NASA.
and it's not the NASA.
It's not.
It's the
space.
nasty. Okay,
It's the
it's
nasty.
the nasty.
I'm dead.
uh,
But yeah, I have thought about it too. Like, I don't know, especially 21 and up. For me, it's 21 and up because I'm 30. If you didn't know.
oh my God, you're 30?
I'm 30.
Oh my God.
Yes, I'm 30.
Oh, you look. I would have sworn this was like a 27
Year old.
27-year-old 30. Oh my God.
No.
Girl, you better hit that Social Security right now.
You imagine?
Because you won't get it accepted until you are at that age.
No, for real.
What's going on?
Normally, yeah, my coworkers and like other friends, they're like, I thought you were like 24, 23.
Yeah, you give me very, very young
Even-
soul. You just
even-
look young also.
Thank you. Even even all the podcasters, because normally we talk and have conversations, so our age comes up. And when I'm literally almost the oldest one, I don't think there's been. Oh yeah, there's been some people older than me, but they always think
Who
that
are
I'm like,
they?
huh?
Who are they? Oh, no, let me not put nobody's age out there.
No. It was girls. Like,
Oh, okay,
there's some moms on my podcast. They're older than me.
Oh, really?
So they're like
Oh,
32,
love.
31, 32, like whatever.
Yeah.
So they're a little bit older than me, but everybody thinks I'm like 24 or 25. Like
Yeah,
I never
can
got
definitely
it.
see that.
I never got in like more than 25. I'm like, okay, baby, I'm the god.
And you better hold on to that. Okay?
No, for real. Next question. I don't know if you want to say or not. Lalo said, but I don't know if you want to say.
Lalo said, Lalo, I'm going to fuck you up.
No, he answered. Sorry,
Oh, he answered this.
he
Okay.
answered it. It says, how much do you make at Blur?
Wow.
And he did it on his rough days, and then he would average it to like Pride Day.
Okay. I will say before I say anything, me and Lalo also work very differently as bartenders. We're great bartenders. We work very differently. We also started at different times. We've been there for different amounts of time. My good day. I'm not gonna say what the check looks like.
No, don't.
But
don't give out your check.
all I will say is, working at a restaurant where my main income was from there, my main income now comes from Blur.
Okay.
Meaning I can pay for school, gas. I live at home. I pay bills at home. Any
Your
fun
main source
stuff.
of income.
It's my main source of income. It does pay well.
Okay.
Every day is very different. It just really depends on who comes to see you.
The clientele.
Clientele. I can make anywhere from I'll say my lowest because I think we're very transparent here and this is just real life. There have been times where I've made like 50, 60 bucks.
Yeah, he said
That is before I tip out anybody.
Yeah, that's what he said too. Lalo.
I will make shit some days. But then there are some days where the universe wants to bless you and I can make 300 on card and about 100 and some change on cash.
Okay, it's about the same. That's what he said.
But if you do the math, what time we open and what time we close. We open at 10:30 and we close at 2.
2, yeah.
That is a very small window compared if people
So
notice
a 9 to 5 job.
in Montrose, if we're talking about bartending, we're the last bar to open in Montrose.
Yeah.
We're the very last bar. South Beach is a club and they open before us.
Yeah.
There are people like JR's that open I think like at 4 p.m. I could be wrong. I can fact check that. But they open at 4 and they close at 2. Yeah, they probably make way more money than us.
Oh, yeah.
But from 10:30 to 2, and if you've been to Blur, you know that we don't start popping until about
Midnight.
12:30.
Midnight.
So you mean to tell me within a 2-hour gap
We made that much.
or an hour and a half, I can make that much?
Not bad.
And it's not bad. Like if
bad
you
at
really
all.
think about work. So like when you look at Ripcord and you hear what they make, I've heard around the block, heard from some outs and probably from sources how much they make. They open way before us.
Yeah.
So like I understand but when you talk about time and you're talking about how much you're making hourly, if we don't start getting busy till 12 and we close at 2 and I made $400, I made $200
An hour. Yeah. That's good. Really good.
And I did absolutely nothing besides serve drinks.
Yeah.
So it's like
And dance.
and dance.
And dance.
So it's about like I don't know. I think for the money that we make and for the time that we are open, I think it's very, very good.
Reasonable. Yeah.
Very, very reasonable. It's now my main source of income. It's the Blur is the reason why I can do the things that I want to do, like go dance, go make music, go be in other stuff, and not have to like I can take shifts off of my other job because I have
can count on Blur.
I can count on Blur. So I make pretty good. But I haven't completed my year. So maybe in my next year we'll see what I can
See
complete.
what lies. I can't answer that because I don't work at Blur
Oh, I'm sorry.
yet. I'm just kidding. I don't know if I'll ever work at Blur. Oh. No. I don't know. A lot of people tell me I should get into bartending because I love making drinks. Like, I literally can make drinks. Where I work at now, this will be off the camera because I don't like to tell people where I work at. I work at Fogo de Chao. So, literally at Fogo de Chao,
Oh.
I make...
Wait, you said this in one of your podcasts.
I work
or
at...
I heard it.
I heard,
or you said it over here, baby.
Yeah. I work at Fogo de Chao, and normally I help in the bar. So I know the recipes, I know everything. It's a nice vibe, but I don't know if I can do that. That's why I asked you about drunk people. I'm very hard on tolerating drunk people.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm not in your same vibe, like Lalo said, if I'm not in your same vibe, I'm going to be mad.
Well, even if I'm not drinking, like, I know how to handle it, but I'm also, like,
But I'm not like that with my loved ones. Like, if my sister's drunk, that's
very different.
But strangers drunk coming at me like that?
But the thing is, like, you have to be... I don't know if this will be in there, but, like, when it comes to drunk people, you want to start a new...
Yeah.
When it comes to drunk people, it's like, you really just... Nobody runs your bar but you.
Yeah.
And you make sure... Because the moment customers start seeing that they can run your bar because they're talking to you a certain way, it's when shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
Understand that you are in charge of that bar, you're in charge of that money, you're in charge of your tip and what liquor goes out. If I tell you no, there are 5 other bartenders. If you want to go talk to them and ask them, be my guest. However, I will not.
Yeah.
And you just make sure that's very... It's being very stern.
Yeah.
Which can be... Sometimes I leave and I'm like, wow, I was being such a bitch. But then I'm like...
Shit, I don't care.
I don't care, girl.
You came to interrupt my peace.
That's probably the last time I'm going to see your ass anyway.
You got banned.
Yeah.
Next question says, can you throw ass?
Oh my god. No, well, I have no ass, but I do work out. So I'm hoping at some point I can build an ass. But I mean, I can work a little bit. I will not say I'm a pro at it. I'm not doing it on camera, so please don't ask.
Check out the vlog. I'm just kidding.
Come see me at Blur.
Come see him at Blur. You'll be on coolers.
I'll be on coolers. I'll be dancing on a cooler somewhere, like Coyote Ugly.
I'm dead. No, if I answer that question, I think I'm really good at twerking. I used to dance, I guess, when I was little too. So
yeah.
So twerking it was really fun. Especially, I love to learn new types of ways to twerk. Right now, I'm really into the Brazilian funk.
Oh, okay.
So I'm learning how to do that little yeah. So I'm learning how to do that. So
come see him at Blur on the cooler.
No, not on the cooler, on the little stage next
on
to
the stage, on the speaker.
On the speaker, there you go. You see me on the speaker.
I have a question. I have a question for you.
Yeah, you're more welcome.
So, what's up with little old boy that you don't want to? I don't know. Commit to, or you don't want to do anything because he talked to somebody I think that you know.
Yes. I forgot about that. Good thing you brought it up.
And
I forgot about that.
Cheers.
I was literally forgetting. All right, so the people that wanted to know. So there's this guy I'm talking to. Not talking to. Book. Reset.
Oh.
I'm not talking to.
Exit out.
Exit it. Edit. So there's this guy, right? He's very cute. He's in my DMs and whatever not. Not always in my DMs, but he's there. Huh? What? Eric.
I'm like,
what?
Shut the fuck up.
What happened?
We matched on Facebook. On Facebook dating.
Who?
Is it that guy that was here?
Yeah.
The Hispanic guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Period. I mean, I don't know about him,
but it was like it was like a high and a hey, and that was it.
Okay, no. It's not about him. It's about some other guy.
Oh, it's about somebody else. Oh my god, I'm talking about the wrong person. Y'all, I'm talking about the wrong person.
No, not him. Not that guy.
Not as being messy.
No, for real. Not that guy. No, because Lorenzo told me something about him too. So I was like, okay, I'm getting collective things. Right?
Oh,
but I'm not judging him because everybody. I mean, we're all single. So
this is about to be a real cut episode. This second half.
We're all single, so I really don't care what he does.
No, as you should.
So I'll talk about this other guy. He been in my DMs. He's really cute, very cute. I'll show you after the show. He's very cute, whatever. But he hooked up. I feel like I know for sure. He hooked up with one of my not my friends. Well, I would consider him my friend. I don't want to say Morty because if I say Morty, it's gonna be connected.
Oh.
And I don't know. I just feel weird to be involved in between that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not really into the hooking up with somebody's friend or hooking up. Like, I just like to keep to my own.
Yeah. There's a word for that.
If you can find,
Eskimo sisters. I don't like that.
yeah, like if like the less people you know, the more attractive you are to me. Like it's just I
I
don't
see
like
what
to
you
be in
mean.
the mix.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I really like to like have my own person and whatever. I know Montrose, Houston, gays community is very very small, and it's very hard to find those people that haven't hooked up with everybody in the mama.
But it's also very big. But I think it's just the representation that we have here in Houston is
Yeah.
very small, and everybody knows that specific representation because everybody wants to be that specific. I do not cherish or plan on being like that group. If the shoe fits, the shoe fits,
Yeah, yeah,
But I
basically.
wouldn't know.
So
If anything, I'm gonna
that
start my own group.
no, for real. But that's the reason why I haven't really hit him up or like engaged much into conversation with him. At least, especially like not flirting with him. I try not to flirt with him because I feel like I don't know. It feels somewhat weird, or I feel like I'm
Yeah.
being very rude or disrespectful to my friend that was first. I mean,
Yeah.
if I wasn't friends with him, then it'll be
But
different.
was it just a hookup that they did, or was it like a
It's just
actual like
the thing is like
relationship?
I'm not sure if they hooked up or not, but they hang out all the time.
So
They
you
hang
want to
out.
interfere? You don't want to interfere into their space that they once
Yeah,
had
yeah.
that
Like
you're now
the
creating.
little thing that they have is cute. But this guy is also very cute. But they're both single, so they have nothing going on, like of like relationship wise. But yeah, I keep my distance. I'm just trying to keep
As
my
you should, as
distance.
you should.
I'm gonna keep
And I
my
think
distance
that
away from that
there's
situation.
absolutely nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of times where I speak to people and working at Blur, or just like in a gay club, you see a lot of the people that you did fuck with, a lot of people you don't, a lot of people you talked to, a lot of people you didn't talk to. Like I fucked you last night type bullshit. Not saying that this has happened, but like I fucked you last night and now you're here with another guy. You just have no choice but to just
Take it like it is.
take it like it is and just be like, you know what? And I think that's another. When I first started, I had a hard issue with that. Very hard issue with that, I will say. But now I've learned, I'm like, I really just don't care.
That's
That just shows the kind of person that you
yeah, yeah,
are.
yeah, yeah.
Like, you know where I work and you're gonna do this
Here it's crazy.
cute.
I get you.
Don't come order a drink because I will not serve
Not
you.
serving. Main reason why I normally try to keep to myself. Like I was
Yeah.
talking about off camera to Lorenzo and Lalo when we got off the podcast about like we're talking about like what was it about? It was mostly like the gay community. We're talking a little bit about the gay community of how everybody knows everybody, and it's very hard to
Yes.
find true real friends in this community. And that's what I told him. I was like, because they were talking about, oh, they had this girlfriend, they have this little girlfriend, they have this little girlfriend. And then Lorenzo's like, Erickson? Well, Lalo and Lorenzo, they're like, oh, well, Erickson not in the mix. Like, I was like, I would normally like to keep to myself. Like,
Yeah.
I
Sure.
can join your group, but then I'll leave.
Yeah.
I don't like stir drama between y'all.
Yeah.
I don't like to like mess up what y'all
as you
have.
say, yeah, I would never.
So I would just come join y'all, have a drink,
Wait, is
kiki
this in the
kakity.
podcast? Is this in this? Oh, okay.
So kikity kakity with y'all, and they know that. Like I'm really
No,
like I'm very
I would.
easy to get along with, but I just don't want to like cross the line of
Yeah.
my first friendships with y'all.
Yeah.
I mean, if Lalo was interested in somebody, why would I want to be interested in that person? I mean, like
Yes.
that's just I find that disrespectful on my part to trying to go hook up with somebody that
There's
Lalo
just
likes
certain,
behind
they're
his back.
boundaries. Yeah, there's certain boundaries.
There's
that you
boundaries
need
like you're
to-
supposed to respect other people, and some
But
people don't know that.
The issue in the gay community, it's like it's the people don't think with, and I'm not saying that I am somebody who is 100% about this. Like
Yeah, yeah.
I've had my fuck ups. Also.
We make our mistakes,
We make our
but
mistakes,
we learn
but
from it.
The gay community is not a community that thinks with this head.
This head, they think about the other
They
head.
think about the other head, and they think about themselves. Like I really don't think there was a time where I have hooked up with somebody that my friends had hooked up with. I really, unless you can DM me and let me know that I did, but I really don't.
As of
think
right now, I don't know.
As of right now, I really don't know because I find that disgusting. Because
Yeah.
if my friends cut you off for a reason, I'm not gonna go and like
Do it behind
do
their
it
back.
and then figure out later like, oh, this is why they cut. No, I would rather just leave it because my friendship is more important than some guy.
Yeah, I normally respect the first person I meet.
Exactly.
Like if me and you were the first ones to communicate and have a friendship, start up a friendship, you hooked up with this person, or you became a boyfriend with that person. Like, why would I go talk to your boyfriend behind your back.
Yeah,
or,
like why would I do?
this person.
And then even if you think that I went behind your back and I did this and I was being malicious and I was doing something that was just out of character, know that I met you first and I'm doing this based off of our character that me and you know, the connection that me and you have.
Yeah.
Not based off of what you and that other person connection that you are creating. It's never that. The intention of me doing something is because it's coming from the intention of me and you, not because of me, you, and you doing someone
And
else.
also sometimes I try to keep the peace. Like if they
Keep it
communicate
peaceful.
with me or they DM me, they say something, I will like, okay, cool, thank you so much. Like
Mm-hmm.
they like this fit or they like this outfit or like this hat or they like this picture. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. Like I keep it respectful.
Oh my god, off camera when we're done, I'm gonna tell you we'll talk about something that you just reminded me of.
So like they DM me like, oh, you look cute in this. I will say respectfully, thank you so much. Leave it like that. I will never say, oh, thank you, daddy, thank you, papi. You know, like that's just passing the line.
And passing the line, and then you don't know who that person's talking to, and then you don't want to get involved. No. Next question.
I don't like that.
Oh, we don't like it. Collect that tea.
Clack that tea.
Collect that tea. As Shamar said.
Do you have a crush on anybody right now?
Oh my goodness. Again, I'm just gonna say I don't. I'm saying that because if I do see somebody that is cute, I have already told myself that I'm not going to step over that line that I have. I was once on that line. Now I'm on this line, and I really.
You tested the waters, but it
Well,
wasn't
I've
for
always
you?
tested the waters, but I've tested the wrong waters. I tested the waters where it was like I wanted a relationship. I was craving it. I was like.
That was
Like,
me in the beginning of this year.
I wanted it so badly, and I was like, there are so many things about me that I do not have put together. I cannot have someone else also go.
That's what I was telling Lalo. I was like, you have to have something to bring to the table.
Bring to the table, and I don't get me wrong. I have a lot to bring. Like when it comes to like time, like if I was to lay out my calendar weekly, it's very very hectic with school, 2 jobs,
Tell me
dance
about it.
classes.
Tell me about it.
There's a lot. I'm going back into music. Maybe this will make it. I'm going back into making music. Like I've talked to videographers and stuff like that. So long story short, I can bring it, but I want to make sure I'm bringing
100%.
my best potential. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be 100, but it just has to be what I think is my best. And right
Yeah.
now, I don't think I'm at my best. There are some cute guys that I think are cute, and I'm
Yeah.
like cute, whatever. But if we talk, we talk.
Yeah.
We talk.
But you just
other
don't want
than
to
that,
lead somebody on when you're
I
not
just don't want to
ready.
lead somebody on because I've been led on so many times, and I think it's because
tell
of
me about
my own. But I think it's because of my own insecurities, where I think it's a lead on, and it's really not.
It's not.
And
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just me,
That's
again,
me right
finding
now.
that.
That's me right now.
It's me finding that like this. He is leading me on, but it's like no, I'm telling myself that because that is what myself wants me to say.
Yeah.
And it's like no, I'm not gonna do that. So if I do talk to you, I think you're cute, but I don't think right now is the best time.
To start something.
Just
more
start
than
something.
that.
We can hang out. I mean, we
Yeah,
can go
let's
get
chill.
drinks and
Let's see
chill.
what
But
it-
I don't think I can see myself
More than that, it'll be a little bit different.
a little bit different. Now, if it just so happens out the blue that I meet somebody and he does, want to get me, he does want a relationship. Maybe that is what I needed.
Yeah.
But that time will come when that time comes.
I feel like that's one thing about love. Like you can't fight it.
Can't fight
If love comes to your doorstep and they be like, okay, I want to be in a relationship with you.
Yeah, then
Let's
I
try
will.
it.
But for now, I think
Not seeking it.
There's a lot of I'm reworking things in my life that I used to do that I'm now doing again, and I want to continue that
Period.
peacefully.
Okay, so we got last 2 questions. This one's for Jay. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Still at Blur?
Oh, we already talked about this.
Yes. If you were listening, we answered this one.
We answered this. Yeah, we did. Just go to the back. So what other two
Rewind.
questions? What other two questions?
It says, what type of customers do you dislike at Blur? We talked about this too.
Yeah, we talked about this. I don't like those rude.
Rude
Also,
ones.
I'm not the type of person. Do not be the type of person that comes to Blur and be like, "Can I get 1 lemon drop, 1 Mexican candy, 1 green tea?" Nope. I literally last Saturday I got so pissed off because I had a group of people. They were ordering all kinds of. They ordered the same drink. They were asking questions, but it was all separate checks. There's 5 of them. That means I have to cash out 5 people while I still have 20 others.
Yeah.
After that, it was a lot of, can I get 1 of this and 1 of this and 1 of this? And I'm trying to remember because the way I work, I take multiple orders. I make them all, and then I cash them out at one time. So everybody was saying different stuff. So I said, you know what, fuck it. I literally stood back and I made an announcement. I was like, if you're not all ordering the same thing and if it's not one ticket, I was like, please get away from my bar. And no, people walked away. Yeah. And I was like, thank you. And I went back and they're like, we want 2 of this, 2 of this, 3 of this, 3 of this. And I said, thank you. After that, I was fine.
Period.
So don't come ordering one of everything because you're not gonna
Get
You're
it.
not gonna get it.
You're not gonna get it, girl. Okay, one more question.
Oh my god.
Final last question, guys. For y'all.
Scared.
Let's look. Hold on.
Find something juicy. I don't mind
Something
doing
juicy.
something juicy. Oh shit. We gonna edit this.
No, yeah. This part's edited. I normally edit when we become quiet a little bit. Okay, I guess we can answer this one.
Okay.
This will be our last question, ladies and gentlemen.
Last question.
It says, "Why are you single?"
You know what? I have a very, very distinct answer or like specific answer. Those are probably 2 different things, but I'm single not because of me. I will say that as much as people would, I'm not trying to be like I'm not the one to blame and I'm not the problem. Probably not.
Tell me why. I'm just noticing you took off your.
Oh my god, really?
I'm literally like, wait, what happened to your shirt?
I took it off
When did
during
you
the
take
break.
it off?
During the break.
Oh,
girl,
shit.
we've gone this whole time. Girl, bye.
This
is why I'm single because people don't pay attention. No, real,
Okay.
real thing. It's I will say it's never me, and I'm not being like any kind of way. It's just because if I, as a Scorpio, and you know my Scorpios, when we do like someone and we are invested in something emotionally on a certain wavelength or like a frequency, we are heavily invested in it. Like my friends are, those are my friends. My family, that's my family. You know, my co-workers, those are my co-workers. There's a tight bond, but they're still co-workers. We run off of, a frequency, off of energy. And a lot of the times my energy can be a little bit more forward, a little bit outgoing, a little bit more
Straight to the point.
Straight to the point. And I'm also going to say dominant. Not saying that I'm a dominant person in life, because I can be femme. I'm sorry. But I am very hard forward, but that's just how I've been. I've been like that. That's just how I grew up. So a lot of the times it can come off a little bit too much, but I keep circling back to that. Like maybe it's because at the point I'm looking for it, but they're not. And I'm trying to pressure and like I'm trying to project it onto them and they're probably not with it. They're not I'm projecting the fact of wanting something and they're not reciprocating it back because that's probably not what they want. So again, you could instantly say I'm just probably doing too much.
Yeah.
Which is fine, which is why I have learned to like just cut it out. The person that I find will find me and I'll find them. And it's not because of my schedule. It is not because of my schedule. I make so much time for people.
If they're worth it.
I balance my work life, my creative life, and my social life, and my family life.
Oh, yeah.
Very, like...
Same.
To a T, like, by the minute. Like, if I'm not out at 5 o'clock, I can't make the next thing. I'm sorry, I can't. Because I know if I'm not out by 5, I'll be out by 5:30, by 6. I'm supposed to be there at 7. It's not going to work.
Yeah.
So I'm very tedious.
Gotcha.
And I feel like it can somewhat be too much, but I think it's because I'm looking for it and they're not. It's not an equal energy flow.
Gotcha.
So I think it's always off energy. So, the moment I find someone who has the same energy, then I'll know when it clicks. But right now, it's just not clicking.
Guys, I'm going to tell you the truth. 100% I agree with him. Like, I do want to answer the question, but it is basically what you said. Like, somebody that brings the same energy, that wants the same things that you want, is somebody that I'm interested in.
Yeah.
But as of right now, if you're not bringing that same energy, if you're not giving me the same vibes, then I can feel that and I can tell like, okay, he just wants to hang out, or this guy just wants to fuck, or this guy just wants to, like,
what I mean? It's actually not like that. It's more like I'm the one that keeps on trying
it,
and I will get 0 word back.
I feel like that too,
sucks,
especially
it sucks to say this, you know, and people to see it, but like it happens. It's happened
it
to
happens
you.
to anybody.
Mitch.
Yeah, it happens
It's
to
happened to
everybody.
everybody. So
Where you get let down and you like,
you get let down, and
yeah.
it feels a certain type of way.
I said this on
and
my last podcast. I got let down on Valentine's Day. We had a whole day. We had a whole hotel. I made him a whole basket. Like everything was perfect until he just canceled like 3 times in a row. Like, no, you know what?
And then at that point, yeah, there's
I value
no,
my time. I value like I move my schedule around you,
Yeah.
and for you to cancel like back after back, it's just no, bro. We don't play that.
That's why I'm single.
But
That's why we're single.
That's why we're single.
And maybe we're just too much for people. We are water signs.
Oh, we are, huh?
We are water signs, so maybe we just are too much. So if you're somebody who wants to deal with a lot of stuff,
If you can own up to the challenge,
if
hit
you
us
can
up.
handle it,
If you can handle it, then hit us up.
we're your girls.
There you go.
Or
So,
boys.
boys,
Boys,
boys
gays,
and girls, whatever you want.
boys and girls, they,
girls,
them,
gays,
vegetarian.
whatever the fuck you want to call us, bitch. But shout out to your social media for people
Yes,
can follow you.
so,
Guys, I gotta go follow him.
My Instagram is at it's Jadam ITSJAY88M.
He'll be right there.
Right here,
Right there, you see
somewhere.
it? Period.
I really appreciate talking to you guys. I don't think I've ever. I'm glad this is a new point where people can talk to me besides my bar and get to know a little bit about me and a little insight. Of
That's
what
what I was
do.
telling Lalo. I was like, bro, like it's so hard for me and Lalo to speak because he's always at the bar and he's always working. So when we do this, it's like we catch up.
We catch up, we talk. You
we
get
talk.
to, like I said, like you learn a little. You actually learn a lot about something.
Yeah.
And you understand a lot. So I'm very grateful. I'm a very nice person.
Yeah, he is.
I'm a very nice person.
Very nice person. Y'all better go visit him
Very
and Lalo
soft.
at Blurb.
I'm very soft. I can be very outgoing, but I'm also very quiet. So
It is what it is.
it is what it is. But this was fun.
Thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Thank you. Oh, thank you for having me.
Of course. And guys, make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe, like this video, comment your favorite part, comment your fucking input, and let us know what's up. And yeah, we'll see you on the next podcast, guys.
Bye. Thank you.
Peace.